digital marketing was obviously extremely important to us. Our issue was we have limited resources, limited human resources to be able to take on the challenge. We found that social media marketing was really quite time intensive, labor intensive, and to be effective, we needed somebody on it almost full time, which we didn't have the resources for because everybody's just too busy, and it just was not possible not to do a decent enough job. I had a number of the team who would flick through use their own social media accounts, whether it's for weddings or for the spa, and sort of add comments and trying to build up followers on Facebook, but through their personal accounts. So there was no real strategy initially behind it. It was very clear we needed to be doing an awful lot more on social media, particularly to attract the younger demographic. The content needed to be regularly updated. It needed to become fluid and constantly changing and moving as the business did. And we needed to find somebody who would help us to achieve that. What I liked about DHM was they were very proactive, very keen to understand our business and also us as individuals, which is so important in order to get across the idea that we're very approachable, very friendly, very hospitable, and they just fitted that bill for us very nicely. We had looked at a number of companies before we went to DHM. It just stood out. From our point of view, it was absolutely no-brainer going with DHM as opposed to anybody else that we've been looking at. It was just a very good fit. They were very keen. DHM came across as being very keen to get to know our business, get to understand us as individuals, and blend into the team and our daily routines and our way of doing things, which we found immeasurably helpful. So in that respect, it's sort of become an extension of our marketing arm, almost seamless, which is absolutely brilliant. I think it's just being able to pick up the phone, speak to somebody, immediately knows who we are. We've got good personal relationships with everybody in their team, in DHM team. And it's just like having another member of staff, quite frankly, and it's just easy. We have a much wider presence, much more proactive on Facebook, on Instagram, on our email blasts, on building up our database. Every aspect of social media has improved dramatically. We're generating we have a much bigger followings. Are more proactive users. Every day the content is changed or upgraded. We are getting a lot of wedding inquiries coming through. Wedding inquiries are can be terribly labor intensive. You feel phone call after phone call after phone call with the prospective couple. You have meeting after meeting with the prospective couple, all which is right and proper. But what this has enabled us to do, particularly with the weddings and events that we can get through social media, is the first layer of that contact is then taken out, and it makes it quicker. And it is not noticeably, in terms of the prospective couple or the prospective client, it's not noticeably done through a machine, for want of a better word. It is a personal contact that is made on our behalf, as if it were a member of the team, and it just takes out that layer of contact, or speeding up the process of actually being able to make a conversion. One way I'd be hesitant in recommending this, somebody said this to me once before, I'm not going to recommend you to anybody because you're just too bloody good, and I don't want you to dilute the service and the provision you provide for us. And I can understand now why he said that, which is rather nice. But I can't hesitate to recommend DHM. They are extremely professional, extremely personable, and you can have every confidence that they will be an extension of your team, which you can have constant and direct dialogue with and work with very closely to achieve what it is, your business strategies. I was, on our initial meetings, it was explained what we worked on a strategy together, what it is that we wanted to achieve, and how we'd want to develop and progress the business and the strategy through social media, all of which has happened. Stage by stage, it's been built up. And I suppose if there is any surprise, is that there hasn't been any false starts. It has gone, and it has gone extremely well. As I said before, I wouldn't hesitate in recommending them. It is a very, social media marketing is a very labor-intensive specialist field now. Somebody has to be on it constantly. And business costs are rising all the time. And you can't necessarily, unless you're a huge multinational organization or with vast revenues, you cannot afford to employ your own social media marketing team. And you can't, it's not something you can dabble in either. You're either going to have to go do social media marketing or not. You can't dabble in it because it's just pointless. So you need to find a team that is going to be willing and proactive and wanting to understand you as individuals and your business and have a dialogue with you as to where your business wants to go, and they will help you achieve that. So you can't ask for any more than that. It's just, extremely good. I don't think there is, to be quite honest. I don't think there is anything that can be done differently. We about 18 months ago, I launched an app. And we're now working with DHM in push notifications to that app. It's a sort of pet project of mine. It's working extremely well. It's building up our loyalty card system, our loyalty base. And it's another adjunct, but it's extremely time-consuming to be on top of all the time. It's yet another thing that DHM can help us with to keep people engaged. And whether it's through nurturing or calls to action, it's all important. And it's, as I said before, it's very time-consuming for a business to have their own department in that area. So outsourcing to a third party has worked extremely well for us. No, I think I've pretty much said it all. I hope our relationship will continue to flourish. I can see no reason why it won't, and it's very valuable for us. So thank you.